Hi, it's Snorgle. Welcome back to Follow Porcupine. So, last time, Irma died. She was the sweet old lady who would tell us the stories, and she passed away, which really sucked. I had to legitimately hold back tears. Let's hope today goes a little better. Good morning. Did you have a nice weekend? Why the gloomy face? Morning, Ingrid. I'm just not in a great mood. Just because of Mrs. DeCalma? I'm sorry, kid. Really. I like the old lady, too. I was hoping I'd feel better after the weekend. Well, I guess you're just one of those people who feels a lot for others. Just make sure it doesn't become a problem for you. That's part of our profession, kid. Try to focus. There's enough living people around here who need your help. I get it, though. They always say the first death really sticks with you. Yeah, maybe you're right. I'll focus and try my best. That's the spirit. Okay, well, let's use the elevator. I don't always take the stairs, but we're just going to use the elevator. I'm kind of feeling a little down, too, because I really like that lady. Finley, I heard the news this morning. Do you want to talk? Maybe grab a coffee or something? No. I want to get my work done first. Okay. If you want to talk later, come by and find me, okay? Mia is so nice. Good morning, Finley. How are you? All right, I think. A patient died yesterday. Your patient. I imagine Irma's death is still on your mind? Nevertheless, I would ask that you don't let your performance levels drop. We can't let these things affect our work. Got it. You can rely on me. You know the drill. We'll talk once again you're finished treating your patients. Try to make this a good day, in spite of everything. Good luck. That is the nicest she's been to me all day long. Oh, one more thing. Irma died of complications from pneumonia. She was old, her immune system just couldn't hold everything off. She remained stable for a while. However, her condition worsened during her stay here. These things happen sometimes. The incident with the water damage in her room probably didn't help. That's kind of what I thought too. What I'm trying to say is, you did nothing wrong. I've even made a note to that effect in my report. I assigned you to treat Irma, and that was the right decision. I'm sure of it. That was really nice of you to say. That is literally the nicest she's been to me. All right, let's see what today's tasks are. Okay. Let's see, P31 pill. Okay, you know, I really suck at these, and they take me forever to do. They take me forever, and I still get it wrong, so let's just get this one out of the way. Oh, dear. Oh, this is... Yeah, this is the bat. Good morning, Mrs. Van Galen. Is it that time already? Your colleague said you'd be checking in on me again today. Well, looks like she was right. Shall we get straight to it? I'm sure you want to get back home, too. A to continue. Okay. Oh, dear. Again, these take me like 20 minutes, and it's as boring as watching a really, really boring thing. So hold on just a second. Let me see if I can actually try to solve this one in a reasonable period of time, or even just solve it. Just a second. Holy splurg. It took me, I set the timer, 22 minutes, but I actually think this is the first one I've actually solved. Holy crap. I'm not going to say I'm going to better because I'm not, but I'll take it. All right, let's go. We have, oh man, yep. I'm seeing significant improvement. You know what? I actually feel a lot better today. Better than I have in years. I feel like I'm really aware of my surroundings again. Sounds like the medication's doing its job. Yes. But I think there's more to it than that. I managed to talk to Dr. Gutierrez again. And it was like he tore down a wall inside of me. Suddenly, I saw everything I used to think was important in a different light. decided to change my life around completely. I don't want to end up here again. I want to be able to focus on other things instead of living for my job. I called my boss this morning and requested 4 weeks off. That's great. That's not what she thought. She threatened to fire me on the spot. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Don't be. I am the island. I am the sea. And maybe unemployed, but I don't care at all. And that's great. I'll do my exercises and I'll follow my heart more. Thank you for helping me. I'll make sure to thank Dr. Gear again before I leave too. Have a great day. And look after yourself. Okay. Gosh, that's marvelous. Thank you. Okay, let's see. What else we need to go to P33 since we're over here. Oh, this is the owl with substance abuse issues, potentially. Hello. Now, my dear colleague, what's your assessment of your health status? My withdrawal symptoms are diminishing, and so is the pain. Good. Do you mind if I examine you? That's what I'm here for. All right, let's go. Oh, dear. Okay, B. Left button. Nope, left button. Yeah. Y. Okay. Wait, I did it though. B. Left button, Y. What am I getting wrong? Do I have to hold it? I don't understand what I'm doing. Am I missing something? How am I screwing this up? So, okay, I've got all these pressed. I'm not getting more input. I don't know what else to do. And it keeps going. Okay, oh, there we go. Hold on. Right down, left down, X. Whoop, left, up, left. Okay, up, left. I did it. Left button. Come on, I got it. Doggone it. That's the, yeah, okay. By the way, I am using my new controller, and it's marvelous. This is the first time I played with it, and it's absolutely great. We're going to keep increasing your vitamin B1 intake. Your liver's on the mend. Are you sure? Nonsense. My liver's had it. The readings are clear. Really? You came to us just in time. Feel free to take a look at it for yourself. We'll have to keep you here for a few more days for observation. If you want to keep on living, you need to keep off the alcohol. Forever. Clear, honest words. I like it. Maybe something will come of you after all, in the distant, far-off future. But what I do or don't do is none of your business. Do you understand? I've given you my medical opinion. What you do with it is entirely up to you. Nice. That was, I think that he actually gave me a compliment as much as he was capable of. Okay. Yeah, I really like this new controller. It's just the bog standard Microsoft controller. The Xbox one. Oops, in here. But it's really nice. Someone gave me a recommendation for that. The old controller I had was the old school USB 360 one. This one's very similar. A little bit smaller, actually. You're Emma, right? Okay. Miss Emma Strawberry Yogurt, right? No. I'm Emma Smith. Oh, right. That's what it says here. I must have read it. I always accidentally mispronounce Smith as strawberry yogurt. How are you feeling, Emma Smith? I miss my home. I've got a tummy ache, too. You did get some pills, didn't you? But it's still not better yet? No. All right. Let's take a closer look at what's up with your tummy, then. Which one is this one? Oh, okay, let's see what we got. Blood and brain. Okay, let's see. I'm never sure. I need to. I don't want to do them in order because I don't think that's the way it is. So I'm just kind of trying to randomize it. Skull. Sure. No. Yeah, no. Holy crap! We got two. Wait, hold it. We also got two. The two blue checks mean in the wrong place. So let's think about that now. Let's make this one stomach. What's one we haven't used? We haven't used blood. Oh, shit was. I don't remember what we had before. Doggone it. Was it skull? Oh, it's just up top. I'm a moron. Okay, so that means we're keeping skull and stomach. Let's see if that works. Hey! Nice. I kind of like this one because you can use deduction. Sweet. Okay, so we got an A, and a C. I think your pain is because of your food allergy. I read that you're not allowed to eat certain things. Is that right? Yes. It's very succinct. So, are you watching what you eat then? Yeah, but... What is it, Emma? Well, Gerda said that after Hibernation Festival, you can eat as many nuts as you want. Is Gerda your mom? No, my mom's name is Mom, and she's away. Who's Gerda then? Gerda Niesdork. I always visit her when I'm homesick. She's a doctor, like you. Wait a minute. Do you mean Dr. Geinsnorf? Yeah. Can you do me a favor, Emma? Okay. Please don't eat any more nuts. I'm sorry, but your tummy doesn't like nuts, not even after the Hibernation Festival. Oh. It's mean, I know, but your tummy aches are mean too, aren't they? Yes. So keep off the nuts, and we'll think of some nice things for your tummy to eat, okay? Yeah, okay. Nice. I can't jump or run in the rooms. I guess that makes sense. You want to maintain a level of decorum. Let's see. Anybody else I can talk to? Nope. I can fly. I want to see if there's anybody else we can talk to. Anything? Morning, Finley. Emma's bed was empty this morning. I figured she didn't make it. Sorry to ask, but that must have been your first death, right? Oh, man. Try to get over it. The sooner you get used to it, the better. That is really good advice. I mean, everybody's so nice. Even my boss, and I'm reasonably sure my boss hates me. All done? Yes. Took you longer than usual today. But given the circumstances, I'm willing to turn a blind eye to that. Let's see. C, A, and A. Overall B. Wouldn't that be a B+? What have you got for me today? I don't have anything for you. Dr. Theobald was asking after you. Oh, really? Why? I couldn't say. However, he did ask if I could give you the rest of the day off. Wait, am I being fired? I'm not happy about it, but I said yes. I guess it must be something important then. Do you think I should go to his office? You can if you like, but you won't find him there. How do you know? Because he's just made himself comfortable in our break room. Oh, that's strange. Just the way he is. I guess I'll pop in and see him then? As you wish. Okay, I'm going to get fired, aren't I? Well, shoot. Should we go out with a bang or a whimper? Finley, there you are. Thank you for coming. Sure, Dr. Theobald. What can I do for you? Nothing, but I wanted to talk to you. First of all, I would like to thank you. You've done an excellent job these past few days. Thanks. Is that what you wanted? I feel like there's a but coming. No, not at all. I heard about Irma de Calma's passing, of course. A tragedy, truly. Like so many others here at Porcupine, I knew Irma well and liked her a lot. I'll miss her very much. The whole town will. But you were the one who looked after her and were there for her in her final days. Is Irma the first patient who died under your care? Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. It's not uncommon to struggle getting them off your mind for the first time. I still remember my first two. I think I know what you mean. I still think about Miss DeCalma a lot. Just try not to let those thoughts affect you too much. After all, there's still plenty of other people depending on your help. Well, that's true. Don't get distracted from looking out for them. It's Irma's funeral service this afternoon. It'll be held at Gilbert's. Giuliano hosts most of the funerals in this town. I'm sure this one will be especially hard for him. Yeah, you should be there. You'll feel better afterward, believe me. You mean I can go to the service? You're excused for the rest of the day. And I'm sure Mrs. DeCalma would have invited you anyway. Okay then, I'll be there. Thank you, Dr. Theobald. No need to thank me, Finley. Say goodbye to the old lady for me. See you again tomorrow. Give my regards to old Emma, all right? Okay. And please, give my condolences to Giuliano as well. Very nice indeed. All right, I guess we'll take off then. Oh, you know what? I wonder if our flower shop friend is... I'll see if anybody else, if she has anything to say. There you go. Dr. Karowski, you spoke with Dr. Theobald. Yeah, and I wanted to sign off for today, if that's okay. You know, today's... Dr. Theobald's already cleared it with me. What you do in your free time is none of my business. See you tomorrow. Okay? Head down the stairs. All right, that's nice though that we can go to Emma's service. That's nice. You know, one thing I noticed about this new, the new controller versus the old one, the D-pad has a very satisfying click that the 360 controller did not have, and it's extraordinarily satisfying. Take care, kiddo. And don't slip on the snow. I already pulled something in my back this morning. Oh man, that sucks. Okay. Let's go see if Pina is making... Oh, it's nighttime. Wow. I want to stop by before we go... Maybe if the game lets us, I want to stop by before we go to Giuliano's and go to the high street and see if Pina is making Irma's... what did they call it? The little... like memorial figures that they put in the forest. That Pina puts in the forest. Okay, well, gosh, it's so nice. Oh my gosh. I love that little town in the background. You can see the little steeple and the lights on it. It's such a thoughtful game. Hey, let's get a cup of coffee. Absolutely. Can I interest you in a hot cup of coffee? You're darn right you can. Perhaps a tea or saffron roll? No. Finley, you maniac. No, thanks. Sorry, I gotta be somewhere. Sure thing. I feel like you're only open at like midnight for 2 hours. It's not a really great way to run a coffee shop. Just saying. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Oh, come on. We go down here. Do we go? No. How do we get to the high street? I don't remember. Oh, there's one point when you have a chance to go up or down. Maybe I can't get to it from here. I don't know. There's the fountain. You don't seem to like the weather too much either, do you? It smells a bit stale. This was the fountain, and again, that during the hibernation festival, they got it going again after it hadn't been running all year, and everybody used that liquid to make their stew. That's a horrible idea. That is a legitimately terrible idea. Goes Gilbert's. Well, I guess we'll just go straight into Gilbert's. And okay, fine. So you're here too, young one. It's good to see you. The roller coaster of life never stops, does it? A few days ago, we gathered to celebrate. Today, we're gathering to weep. Oh, Gilbert, I'm so sorry. Finley. Hey, Giuliano. I'm so sorry. I wish I'd have more... Finley. It's okay. Thank you for coming. I know we haven't known each other long, but it really means a lot to me. Please, make yourself at home. This food and drink. Go ahead and take a seat. Just make yourself at home. Is there really nothing I can do for you? Come to think of it, there is one thing, actually. Anything you want. What is it? I think there's a colleague of yours here, too. Really? Who? He didn't hang around long. He just stood in the corner, didn't talk to anyone. Then I think he went out the back door. I haven't seen him since. Could you go see if he's still there? Just checked myself, but got my hands full. Sorry, here I'm asking for your help again. No problem, Giuliano. I'll be happy to do that for you. I'm going to talk to everybody first. Thank you. And I'm so sorry for your loss. Your colleague with the... Yeah, okay, got it. Let's talk to everybody. Oh, that's nice. I'm sure Pina made the figurine. Such a nice tradition. It really is. I'm proud of you, Pina. Okay. Did you know Irma? Of course. I love stopping to chat to her during my rounds. She was always sitting in a window with a plate of cookies next to her. She always made me coffee on the cold days. I'd love one of her coffees right now. Irma. Can't believe she just died like that. It's so unfair. Yeah, but life is inherently unfair. Wow, you're here. Sorry, Finley. I know how much you liked Irma. How are you feeling? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Just happy I could be here today. Me too. Even it's been a bit stressful for me. But I'd do anything for Irma. If there's anything I can do for you, just say, okay? Okay. Hey, Finley. Ted, you're here too. Of course. I've really fallen in love with this little bar. I didn't know there was a funeral today. And I didn't know the deceased at all. But I'd still like to be here for the wake. I'm sure Juliana would be glad to see you. I hope so. Okay, this is the back door. So let's go. Wait, what was that? Oh, no, it's okay. I don't care about that. No. Let's head up. Is there anybody up here? Oh, let's see. Juliana really does have a lot of old books. A few of them are Irma's too. A very short story in which precious little happens. Oh, I love that book. 100 Creative Ways to Find Housing. I wonder if those still work today. Look at this. The Charoplane Murders. Oh, I read that book in secret when I was a kid. Big mistake. Irma really had eclectic taste. Oops. Oh, you're here. What are you staring at? I've been standing here for 10 minutes. 1 second longer, and I'll pee my pants. I need to blow my nose, too. Okay, thanks for sharing. No, okay, so let's head out that back door. You and your friend are jerks. I didn't see your friend around, though. I wonder where he is. Every time we've seen you, you've been around with him. Let's check this out. Who's back here? What's the maintenance man? Gregor. You're here too? Get lost, kid. Don't you want to come inside? The service is about to start. No. There's food and drink too. Lots of people in there. Leave me alone. Gregor. Okay. It's all my fault. What do you mean? I'm doing the best I can. I know the hospital relies on me. I'm the one who's supposed to look after it after all. If the old lady hadn't gotten sicker, if that water damage hadn't happened, if I'd just taken better care of the hospital, maybe she wouldn't have... This is my burden to bear. I'll never forgive myself. All those people in there, I see the way they look at me. They know it's my fault. It's not your fault. I felt the same way. I was on treating her right up till the end. I still believe she'd get better. I didn't want to face the fact that she was going to die. But in the moment she passed, I knew she was at peace with it. She was old, her body was weak, and she was happy. She didn't want people looking after her all the time, and that's okay. I did my best, and you did too. Sometimes things crumble and collapse anyway. Sometimes we have to say goodbye to people. Sometimes we just can't help them. I'm going in now. You can come in with me if you want. I can't. I'm going to stay here. Okay. If you change your mind, please know that you'll be welcome. Sure. Whatever. I should go. I don't want to disturb the bereaved. You should do what feels right for you. No one's forcing you to stay. Yeah, you're right. Let's go in. Nice. If we go in at the same time, they won't all be staring at me. And I can slip away quickly if I need to. Sounds good. Let's go. Okay, so he's going in. Good. Why are we... That's odd that we're staring like that. That's... Oh, dear. So he was outside smoking, and he heard over the you know what's going to happen with this jerk. And I'd feel really sorry for him because he lost his wife at the hospital, but he's such a jerk that... So did you find him? Yeah, he's the janitor at the hospital. But he doesn't want to come in. I think he needs some time for himself. I thought he was coming in. I think we all do. I'm glad he's here, though. Speaking of which, how are you holding up? I'm coping. Please let me know if there's anything I can do. I will, my friend. Please, sit down. It's about to start. Yeah, let's go sit down. Dear guests. Could I have your attention for a moment? I was going to say I wasn't moving to sit down, but okay, so it's going to have me sit down somewhere. Thank you all so much for coming. I can barely bring myself to speak. But last night, Irma, my dear mother, passed away. She was a real talker. Always telling stories. And she was surrounded by people who love her. That's you guys. Thanks for that. Every single one of you. When I was little, she taught me to play an instrument. She practiced with me, and I hated every second of it. But when I was playing, her eyes would just light up. I wish she could look at me with that way again. I want to play a very special song for you. A song Irma requested every time I pick the instrument up. Oh, wow. Is he playing a melodica? I think it is. Good for Irma for teaching him how to play a melodica. I think that bulldog's going to start trouble. Just saying. I remember one day when it was really frosty, I had to deliver my letters. I slipped on a patch of ice. My whole mailbag fell into the river with the letters all still inside of it. And I tore my cruciate ligament. I don't know what that is, but it sounds painful. Irma not only helped me fish out every single letter of the river, she even dried them, restored them, and delivered them for me. Wow. Irma worked with my parents in a restaurant. Things had been going downhill for a while. Then Irma came up with a new dish. Rainbow beef beet gratin. It was a hit. Before long, it was the only dish anyone wanted. Irma and I used to play badminton together every Thursday in the summer. How did you know Irma, Finley? I'll tell you how that squirt knew him. Here we go. He's the one who let her die. It's the truth. Irma was in great shape. Then one day, she just bends over, sprains an ankle, ends up in the hospital. A few days later, suddenly, she's sick. Really sick. And then she just dies. I'm telling you, it's all that guy's fault. Him and all the staff at the awful hospital. I just heard them talking outside right now. They're letting the hospital deteriorate. It's so bad the folks who go there pick up new diseases in the wards. Irma didn't have pneumonia until they took her to that dump. I'm telling you, Irma didn't just die. She was murdered there. If St. Ursula's wasn't so useless, Irma would still be with us today. We'd be celebrating, not mourning. Everyone who works there should stand up and take blame for this. We'd all be better off if that hospital torn down and never darkened our skyline again. Ralph, what a crock of nonsense. I actually have to start using that on this channel. What a crock of nonsense. Now, hold on. Maybe he's got a point? Yeah, St. Ursula's is dangerous to us all. That's right. We need to run these murderers out of town. Maybe it would be better that way. Look around you. Do you see anyone from the hospital here except for this clown? Exactly. They don't even have the nerve to come here while they're all working. Because they know it's their fault. Plain as nose of it. You should... Giuliano, you need to really kick these people out of your bar and ban them from coming back. But quiet, everyone. Please. This isn't about pointing fingers at anyone. This isn't about St. Ursula's. It's about Irma, my mother, your friend. Finley? Yeah? I'm sorry to have to ask you this, but perhaps it would be best if you leave. What? But, please, I don't want this argument to ruin Irma's memorial. I'll make it up to you, I promise. Let's talk later. Okay. I think that's objectively the wrong choice. Like just saying. That's absolutely the wrong choice to make. Oh man, that didn't go how I expected. Look, my cell phone has no reception at Gilbert's. Me and Carl both tried to call me. Let's call Mia. We've already done a couple things with Carl, and this will be the second thing with Mia. Hey, Finley. Thanks for calling me back. I was worried when I saw you today. Are you okay? I'd be lying if I said I was. Oh. I don't know if it'll help, but I actually have plans for tonight. I think I need to get my mind off things, and I'm guessing you might want to as well. If you come along, we could help each other. Pina will be there too. Sure, why not? Cool. I just got off work. I'm standing in the middle of town square. Perfect. I'm headed your way now. Let's meet at the hospital entrance, okay? All right. See you soon. Let's go. Off to the hospital entrance. Hooray! Oh, so I would hope your evening worked better than mine. Yeah, no kidding. I think I understand what Giuliano was doing. I really do think that he needs to throw those two people out of his bar and have them not. I know this is not, obviously that's not going to happen. I mean, I suspect where this plot is going. Okay. Yeah, again, closed up. We weren't there that long. And he's only open for like an hour, like 1 a.m. You know? It's very strange. All right. I mean, I understand that he's grieving over his wife who died tragically at the hospital, but that happens, especially if you're older. You know, your immune system is as strong as it used to be, and it's just a thing. And trying to push the blame on other people instead of realizing that sucks and just dealing with your grief is suboptimal. Is the funeral over already? Dr. Korelski told me you were there. Sure was. There was an argument. People said it was my fault Irma died. What? I wanted to explain myself, but didn't get the chance. That's so mean. It makes me so angry. Yeah. Can we change the subject, maybe? Anything special going on in your life? Well, today's my stage debut. What do you mean? I'm rehearsing with the Porcupine Amateur Dramatics Group for the first time. Nice. Want to come watch? I want to get used to having an audience. Do I need to do anything? Watch, listen, nod, and applaud. Don't be too harsh critic. I can do that. Yay, let's go. The rehearsal is taking place on a small stage in the park. Was that this way? Maybe? I don't remember. So we have to go through the parking lot. This way goes to the parking lot. Go, boink. Oh, I always, okay, so I think that Lamborghini belongs to Dr. Theobald, the attending physician. I think it's this way, I think. Is it down here? I don't remember. I ran across it once. I don't think it's on the way to town. I don't know. Doggone it. Stupid brain. Oh, boy. Is it over here? Maybe? Yeah, it is. It totally is. Hey, look at that. Hey, Piman's here. Mia, so glad you came. And you brought Finley here too. Yes, I asked if you wanted to come. Just wanted to watch. Watching? Nonsense. You're just in time. One of our crew members dropped out today. Caught flu at the hibernation festival or something. Flu or maybe stomach trouble? Oh no, can we rehearse without them? Sure can. You brought the perfect replacement. But, oh yes, Finley, please say you'll join. I'm sure that's just what I need to feel more comfortable in my first role. All right. Yay! Woo! I was in a theater group in elementary school, but I might be a little rusty. What's the play? Will you even work with someone new in the role? That's what's so great. We're an improv troupe. We give everyone a role at the start of the show to swoop and then see what happens. And tonight, we've got something very special in store. A terrible crime that needs solving. Wahahaha. I'm scared already. You're telling me. And you, Finley, are going to be our detective. The private eye. The guy who was a little too tough for the police. You're basically the referee. It'll be great practice for the rest of the group. Oh, okay. I hope I can pull this off. I know you can. This is going to be great. Is everyone ready? Yep. I'm already pumped. Let's go. Sweet. So we got to solve a mystery. That's exciting. All right. You've all been given a brief on your roles. Any questions? I think that is no. Good. Folks, we've got 2 new additions today. So to celebrate, I've come up with something special. Listen up, everyone. We open an old hospital. It's 6 a.m. There's a storm outside, rain's coming down in buckets as one by one you enter the building. Shortly after the shift begins, we hear the chief physician's voice breaking into a horrifying scream. Oh, come on, you can do better than that. I feel your terror. Much better. A body has been found in the chief physician's office. But it's not just anybody. It's the body of the chief physician's personal assistant. You gather in the break room. The fresh coffee is still bubbling in the pot when the door flies open. Into the room strides none other than the city's most famous detective. Finley, that's your cue. Hello. His face is grave, his steps determined, and so the questioning begins. Finley, just let me know when you're ready to give your verdict, okay? Okay. All right, folks. Let the interrogation begin. Okay, let's start with Mia. You don't understand how awful it was. If it were just a dead body, I wouldn't be so shocked. I've seen more than a few of those over the course of my career, of course. But in my office? Before my 3rd cup of coffee? What's the world coming to? How am I doing, Finley? Am I convincing? You're doing great, but you need to stay in character. Oh, yeah. Whoops. Hey. Oops. Yes. Oh, you want to ask some questions? Sorry, I pressed it too soon. Yes, of course. I think I'll want to get to the bottom of this. And as soon as possible, too. Where were you at the time of the murder? I'm busy, so keep it short. Very well. I'll be brief. Where were you when the incident happened? I wasn't in the building at the time of the incident. I'd already left early yesterday evening. I always try to get in here as early as possible as a rule. That way I can finish the day's work early too. Only today my car broke down, so I didn't arrive until the same time as the rest of the staff. The breakdown service took forever, but maybe that was lucky for me in the end. Otherwise, it could have been me lying here cold on the floor. Horrible. That does rule me out completely as a suspect, though. I see. Did you notice anything unusual? Is there anything else you'd like to add? I just can't stop wondering why it had to happen in my office, and of all places, and how. The only person with a key besides me was my assistant. And we couldn't stand each other. Wait, what? I don't know what he was doing in my office. As far as I know, he was never in my office unless I was there too. Well, okay, if you're not in your office, you wouldn't know that they were... Never mind. His key was only for emergencies. Do you suspect anyone? If you ask me, it was a nurse. My PA made some nurse cuts a few weeks ago. I've heard nothing but complaints ever since. She also pensioned for being unprofessionally emotional, if you know what I mean. I'll get back to you later. Please hurry up. Okay, that's all the questions. Hello, sir. I'd love to help, but I've been busy all morning. Where were you at the alleged time of the murder? Busy, eh? With what? Sometime last night, the darn pipe in the basement broke again, so you must be like the handyman, okay? That's the third time this month, and no one cares. And everything's always underwater. So I spent the whole morning my hands and knees down there tinkering around. And then I thought, what's this strange object in the water? And presto, I had the murder weapon in my hand. Not that I knew that at the time, obviously. Did you notice anything unusual? You notice anything else? I don't know if this is relevant, but I talked to the guy a lot. Out on the stairs after work, he's the only guy here that smokes apart from me, see? 2 days ago, he was saying some weird stuff. Thought someone was following him, stuff like that. I managed to calm him down, told me he was imagining it. Turns out, he wasn't. What? Somebody was following him? All right, thanks for the tip. Do you suspect anyone? Maybe the ambulance driver. He was always kind of weird when it came to the PA. Saw him sitting in front of the guy's office again yesterday. Don't know if that helps. Do you know anything about the chief physician? Well, I don't think my boss would kill anyone. She has a lot of money and a nice apartment. Why would she ruin all that? Nah, I don't see you doing that. I'll come back to you later. Yeah, whatever. Let's talk to Pina. No, I couldn't stand him. But that doesn't make me a murderer. If I went around wanting to murder people, I'd have started actually doing it a long time ago. Not that I'm saying I did. Fact is, he just wasn't a nice guy. Ask the new doctor, she'll tell you. He really had it in for her. That's more a motivation to kill than anything I've ever had. Besides, I was on duty in another ward all night. So I couldn't have killed him anyway. I have some questions for you. Like I said, I was on duty. I don't know exactly when he was killed. But you're welcome to talk to all the patients on the ward. I spent a lot of time there that morning, having a very long conversation with the woman in room 7. She didn't feel well and she really wanted to talk to somebody about it. Not to mention giving her my whole life story. Did you notice anything unusual? I remember wondering about the light. The light was on in the chief physician's office. Though that was sometime in the early morning. Do you suspect anyone? No, I didn't see anyone. Oh, wait. The janitor. I saw the janitor on that floor. He said he was looking for a ladder for some repair work. Unfortunately, I couldn't help him. I had my hands full myself that morning. I heard something about that. It's been implied that you might have had a motive after all. Namely, a personal dislike combined with nursing cuts. I already told you I didn't like him. But that doesn't mean I killed him. Being temperamental doesn't mean mean. Oh, it also doesn't mean that I'm a murderer. Yeah, he made the nursing service worse than it already was. I could have laid into him about that 10. But did I do it? No. Am I sad he was dead? No. I'm still not a murderer. What do you think of the chief physician? I mean, she's my boss. What more can I say? What do you think of the janitor? We get along all right. He's a nice guy. Not very talkative, but I think we both just enjoy not having to talk for a change. I often think that the hospital would collapse without him. I'll come back to you later. Oh dear, oh dear. I don't know how that could have happened. It was the chief physician. I'm sure of it. You gotta believe me. She would have done anything for him, but she swept that under the table. If he threatened her with it, she wouldn't hesitate to resort to such means. Anything to preserve her career. I did see her leave the building last night, when I was just starting my night shift, but that doesn't mean anything at all. Where were we at the time of the murder? Me? I was here for a cigarette break. I just got back from the night shift, and I was going straight home after that. Did you notice anything unusual? Is there anything else that might be relevant besides your theories? Well, I don't know if it's really relevant. But before the PA started here, he worked at another hospital. Oh. But he was falsely accused of involuntary manslaughter, so they fired him. Wait. He was falsely accused of it. Oh, so they fired him. Could you imagine that? Do you suspect anyone? I told you. Chief physician, of course. Haven't you ever been in a detective drama? Looks like the janitor lied in his statement. Do you know anything regarding the whereabouts of the janitor today? The janitor's a suspect? Why would he want to kill my brother? I always thought he was good natured, but maybe I was wrong about him too. But didn't he find the murder weapon as well? And he didn't know what it was? If I killed someone, I wouldn't turn the murder weapon over to the police. That's fair. But who knows what goes on in his head? Let's see. Tell me about the nurse. She's busy most of the time, but I think we get along fine. Sometimes she smiles at me in the hallway, so I think she believes that. What's your opinion of the chief physician? She's sneaky, I'm telling you. She thinks so much better than other people. Just because she can boss us all around. I'm surprised she wasn't kicked out years ago. She's just a bad influence on everyone else. I'll come back to you later. All right. Oh man, I need a coffee. It's really terrible. What happened? I still can't believe it. I wasn't here when time took place. I still couldn't do anything. Where were you at the alleged time of the murder? I was coming extra early because I like to work in peace before the hustle and bustle starts. So I sat in my office all morning, going through the... Okay, oh, so this must be the new doctor. Okay. I haven't been here for long. I was eager for a fresh start after my previous hospital. That's a fresh start after my previous hospital. Didn't the physician's assistant also have that same thing? I wonder if she was involved in that too. And I get along with everyone here, but I'm still trying to get up to speed. Did you notice anything unusual? As you may already know, I'm pretty new here, so I probably wouldn't even note if there was something out of the ordinary. Ah, but maybe that will help you provide a more objective view than your colleagues. Yes, I guess so. Do you suspect anyone? I don't want to make any false accusations, but there is one thing as it happens. The chief physician came to me a few days ago. She asked me to keep an eye on the janitor. I think he was hanging around the office a few times, headed into the storeroom. Some people suspect him of stealing medication. And have you noticed anything? No, I've never seen him there. But maybe the murder victim caught him in the act? I wouldn't wish that on anyone, truly. Do you suspect anyone? Oh, the janitor. The chief physician's story makes me wonder. Do you know how your chief physician felt about her assistant? And where she was today? I don't know what kind of relationship my boss had with the PA, but she always leaves the building at the same time on Mondays. I think it's because she wants to catch that show about doctors on TV, which is always on at that time. That's what someone told me, at least. I don't know if she's a suspect, but I think she's a really smart woman. I don't think she would have killed anyone in her own office. She'd be the most obvious suspect, but that's just my opinion. She was cursing her head off when she arrived this morning because her car broke down. I saw them towing it. Wait, hold on, just a blorfing sklorb. Your testimony is contradicting itself because you said you were locked in your office all morning not doing anything else, and now you just said you saw the chief physician and you saw them towing away the car. Do you ever speak to the ambulance driver? I've seen him in the corridors a few times. But apart from a friendly nod here and there, we never really interacted. What are your thoughts on a nurse? I respect anybody who works in nursing. I can hardly imagine the pressure these people must be under, even though I've heard some of them don't handle it too well. We already asked the nurse. Are you getting along with your chief physician? At risk of sounding like a phony, I respect her very much and I'm glad to have the opportunity to work under her. I can still learn a lot from her. I mean to stay out of the janitor's way, since his boss pointed suspicious to me, right? I know she should keep an eye on him, I just always get the shivers. Every time I spent the eye having to dealing with a criminal. I'll come back to you later. I'm happy to help. Okay, so I think it's the new doctor. Because so here's why I'm going to say this. I'll say this. So I'll say this before we get into it, because it'll probably then I won't be able to get this opportunity to say it ahead of time. I suspect it's the new doctor. I suspect that she was somehow involved in the involuntary manslaughter charge that the PA had at the previous hospital. Sorry, I just took a little sip of water there. That's what I think it is. I'm not, by the way, I really suck at solving mysteries, so we'll see. What do you think? Can you reconstruct the course of events? Yes. Okay, fantastic. So, who did it? The case is absolutely clear. There's only one person who committed this heinous act. Even though every single one of you had motive, the solution is crystal clear. New doctor. Only one of you didn't have an alibi at the time of the crime. The chief physician wasn't at the hospital at all because her car had broken down. Her only lie was that she did actually like her PA. The car was towed into the parking lot and seen by plenty of witnesses. That leaves 4 other suspects. The nurse's alibi is airtight. She was on duty the entire night and as attested by several witnesses, including the janitor, and besides, she isn't temperamental at all. In reality, she's covering for someone else on her team. Unlike the janitor, who has an alibi. Only his alibi was a lie. Yes, he lied, but not because he committed the murder. In fact, he snuck into the nurse's ward to steal medication, which is also illegal, but not the crime we're looking for. That leaves us with 2 more suspects. The new doctor and the ambulance driver. The ambulance driver had a clear motive. After all, the murder victim was his brother. A brother he didn't love and who didn't want anything to do with him. However, at the time of the murder, he was sitting outside his brother's office, waiting for him as witnessed by the janitor. Now, all this may seem like a stab in the dark, pardon the pun, but there's only one person who lied about their alibi. Yep, I got it right. If this is actually right, she claimed that she was in her office all morning correcting files. I caught that too, a rookie mistake. The nurse saw her carrying boxes around the hospital all morning. So why would she lie? But she also lied because she said she saw the doctor and she saw the car being towed away. The answer is obvious. Because she was the one who committed the murder. Why, you ask? The answer is quite simple. She and the PA had history. Not just any history. She was involved in it, so that's what I thought. Because she brought that up. Okay, cool. That lost the PA his previous job and followed him. This hospital driven by bitterness and revenge. Wait, why? But I still have one question, good doctor. That you committed the crime is clear, but why did the PA have to die? I don't know what you're talking about. These are all baseless lies. I left my office to move some files. I just slipped my mind on all the excitement. So if we were to look through those files, would we happen to find them completed? Did you spend the whole morning on them after all? I admit I had trouble concentrating that morning. So much trouble, in fact, that you hadn't even started on a single file. You came to have completed? The chief physician notices herself. Perhaps you could come up with a better alibi. I can't believe you think I'm so stupid. The sheer audacity. My last murder was so challenging. What? Oh, she was the one who did who the PA was set up for. Oh, it was so complicated, not even the police could solve it. And what should have been my masterpiece was instead attributed to an idiot. And you have the nerve to call me stupid? The last murder? Aha! And so we are presented with the solution to our riddle. The PA was fired from the hospital where he worked because he was suspected of involuntary manslaughter. But nothing could have ever proven against him because he didn't do it. Ironic, then, in fact, that his false accusation has now led to his own demise. You committed the perfect murder, and instead of getting away with it, you followed him all the way here just to get revenge. You wouldn't understand how an artist's mind works. He stole my work, and then I saw him snooping around the chief physician's office. It became clear he was nothing but a phony. He's only have done the same thing, rested on other people's laurels. Well, you certainly have plenty of time to rest on your laurels. In prison! Nice. Okay. What's this? So what do you think of the show? Of the show, Snow? The show? Well, if you can call that hammy acting a show, then I'd say it was pretty straightforward. The solution was obvious, of course. That bunch of amateurs made it easy for you. Hey, it's not very nice. Niceness has nothing to do with it. It's about acting. The only thing that keeps us grounded in this world. Do you have any tips for me? I don't know if it's worth the effort. I can't really spare the time. I must leave now. Farewell. You don't have any tips, do you? Hello? Statue don't answer anymore. That was great, Finley. Hooray. I didn't do that. That was part of the cutscene. Wow, that was exciting. My knees are still knocking. The way you solved the murder? Awesome. I'm going to get going now. What about you guys? I'll stay here in the fresh air for a while longer. Finley, do you have a moment? All right. Get home safe then. Nighty night, crime busters. Yeah, what's up, Mia? I didn't know it was about a murder. Sorry, I hope that wasn't too much for you. I really enjoyed it, though. Without you, I probably wouldn't have come. Thanks for getting my mind off things. I'm surprised I solved it. Finley, I don't know how you're feeling right now. I don't know what it's like when someone dies on you for the first time. But I have to assume it'll happen to me sometime too. And I'm pretty scared of it. Terrified, actually. But it's also part of the job. And a good doctor needs to be able to handle it. Hey, it might never happen to you. You're a great doctor. I think that's unrealistic, Finley. But when it happens, I want to be ready. What are you thinking right now? Not much. All I want to do right now is sleep. And thank you for joining me. I wouldn't have the nerves for it without you. Maybe you want to do it again in the future? Next time, I want to be a detective. I'd be honored for you to solve my murder. Keep going. Maybe that's what it's all about in the end. Moving on. I want to keep going too. With life here in Porcupine, I mean. I think I like it here. The people, the little streets, the Hibernation Festival is great. I think I could feel at home here. Especially with a partner in crime like you. Let's make sure that as few people die here as possible. That's the deal. Deal? Yes. Deal. Do we need to make a blood oath or something? I guess not. Oh, here we go. Okay, so down here. Headed home. I want to go check, as is our wont. I want to go double check with the old guy down here. I didn't check with him this morning. The old fishing guy. Our philosopher therapist friend. Oh, I can't. It's not letting me do it. Doggone it. I understand why. I understand. I'm not saying I like it, but I understand. I can't wait to get a good night's sleep. Good night, world. Ooh, sleepy, sleepy. Little porcupine sleeping away. Ooh, so the next morning, we'll get up and seize the day, but that will have to wait for the next video. Thank you so much for watching this playthrough of Fall Porcupine. So, okay, that stupid jerk at the bar accused us of killing Irma. Other than that, the service for her was very lovely. It was very nice. We solved a fake murder mystery. I'm genuinely surprised because I'm usually pretty bad at that kind of thing. Who knows what's going to happen next? I think we must be near-ish to the end. I think that this is about. I'm trying to think. I think I looked it up and it's about 8 hours of gameplay. I think maybe a little bit more. We'll see. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time for more Follow Porcupine. See you next time.